All right, guys. Today we got one of our members. We got level 25. We're gonna be helping him find his personality type. He's joined our community. I think he said he was INFP, so we're gonna be breaking that down today to see if that's actually true or not. His name's Arazai. Man, you don't have to go into anything you're not comfortable with, but what you do say we will use. Man, how are you, man? Introduce yourself.
So I don't think I have a lot of introduce about myself. So names Arazai. I went into the typology, I guess, approximately like kind of 6 months ago, and after that, like maybe wanted to figure out my type because something just kicked in my head, and I don't know, wanted to be something. Maybe that's because of some fucking breakdown or whatever. But yeah, and that's how I basically get into that shit. I want to figure out myself. Maybe here, maybe in another things, but yeah, right now at this, at least, I want to break it down, and as it has to be as objective as possible. And I ask you to provide that. Yep, that's it.
Okay, okay. Man. So, what do you think are your best strengths, man? Like, what do you think are like, what would you say is your like, what you're meant to do? What do you get the most energy from?
I get what I get most energy from.
Yeah.
I guess, well, I mean, it might sound kind of something, but I actually like to solve certain puzzles. I like to like observe how things are, and I like to maybe break them down, like how they work, like what are they meant for, and something like that. Maybe kind of like creating some like theories upon some thoughts I have in my head, but it has to be like strictly filtered through something. I'm not gonna like go through every single possible shit as it just is. It is as just it might be. It's like I always have to have this thing in my head of a framework which I just have to abide by, and yeah. At sometimes I can also just do this actual crazy ass shit, but not always though.
Okay. What do you think holds you back?
It's not that something holds me back. It's just basically the way I am. I don't like to think of something that has no like that doesn't like should I say that makes no sense, or maybe that it's is not necessary right now. It's just in a sense it can be something like just a waste of time, which I don't really like to do. I yeah that I don't really like to do always. It's just preserving some energy for something, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's okay. Get to the point. It's not something that holds me back. It's just the way I am
Okay. What are you working on?
right now. That's interesting. Okay, for now, like as stupid as it might sound, I'm just like creating certain theories from this particular field, so MBTI and everything related to that, because I'm very interested in this thing. And if we were to go by the some real thing, it's helping to develop my friend some business. Um, it's kind of it contains of marketing things, um yeah, basically marketing like the web store and everything else, and I'm helping him to figure out how to do this more like as effective as possible with no waste of resources such as time, money, and everything else. That's something like that.
See anything?
What?
I'm talking Thomas.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
sure. Um, if everything goes as planned, where you see yourself in like 5 or 10 years?
That's actually a very interesting question because it's not like I don't see myself anywhere, but if things were to go actually good and nothing were to go wrong because of well, things that are happening in the world, I can see myself. Let's not say like 5, let's say 3 years at least. I would say it would be something like Oh shit. I don't even know actually. Yeah, for now I'm just trying to figure out who I am. It's not something that uh, like it's kind of like I maybe had this thing in the back of my head, but right now it just disappeared when I had this kind of stressed or breakdown situation. So I don't have anything in mind right now. I just like trying to get on my feet, get on my feet. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So for now I have actually no idea.
What do you want to be remembered for?
To be fair, I don't care if I'm gonna be remembered. That's unnecessary thing. But yeah, that's unnecessary.
Okay, so when people view your life, what would you want them to take away from it?
Take away from it.
Hmm. Like, what would you want them to say? Would you want them to say something like, "This guy was an educator. This guy was a great human being. This guy was an inventor. This guy was a fucking uh, a tyrant. This guy." What would you want them to take away from?
For some reason, I just want to be called I don't know, rude person, because when it comes down to facts, I tend to deal with that very straightforward, and people perceive it as being rude, and I don't understand how it is rude when I'm just trying to point out things to them.
Sounds like
I'd
English.
like it's like I don't really understand why people are perceiving that thing as I'm saying that I'm either debating or something, but I'm just trying to reason things out, and they just don't understand, and that's where the fucking when their shit is coming from, and like it's basically fucking pissing me off, and I can't deal with that. But like I don't understand why they're calling me rude. That's it, and I don't want to be called that without any reason, or at least with provided that makes sense. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think people misunderstand about you?
The things, mostly the things that I'm saying and maybe the way I'm conversing. When there is a topic that I am well versed at and I'm starting to add some questions to it, like let's say the topic on an AI, and well, I'm kind of versed in it because it is being used in businesses, which I can also use. And when something like comes up and I'm asking questions more and more and more, they're just like basically saying, well, like let's don't let's not start this the thing that you're starting right now. It's like, and what am I starting like? And the answers go like either debating or refusing to take any one points of view if the conversation were to go further, and that's what I don't understand. It's basically my, I guess they misunderstand my style of speech, and like that's weird
Okay,
but understandable.
okay, okay. What is a piece of advice that you would give to your younger self?
Get your fucking brain working, or either even you have you have to completely uh you have to be kind of like more detached, because when I'm attaching to something, it's actually hard for me to fucking detach from it. It's something that I like, it's something that I can't control. And since like my younger self, let's say when I got attached to a certain person, maybe a toy or something like that, and me like detaching myself from it, it just basically might also sound like killing myself, which is not really good thing. And I hope this, if this were to kind of like hurt as the fucking YouTube thing, I just cut it out because yeah. So yeah, it's basically get yourself like get your brain like working better and not get that wild and a bit somewhat gullible, I guess, because there were times when I actually got, but not always. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm. What do you think are your gifts to the world?
My what to the world? Can you please repeat?
What do you think are your gifts to the world?
My gift?
Hmm.
Either clarity or understanding. of how some things work. Maybe, I mean, it's not like I actually want to give something to the world because like it's something it feels like it's not the place where I actually am belong. I mean, I do exist here, but it's not like I'm directly uh I'm directly being here. It's like basically me just existing and that's it. And maybe what I can bring here is yet again something that I might understand and might maybe help other people, but like more of something that I actually like and yeah, yet again will help other people with that, but not necessarily with that.
Okay. Who would you say you are? Like, who is Arazai? That's a good one.
Arazai, just a curious wanderer that fucking drifts through the ocean of the fucking information and trying to figure something out. I would put it like that, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. T anything?
Yeah, sure.
Mm.
Outside of like family or friends, like, what are like the three most important things to you?
It's hilarious.
Wait, what
I
the
laugh
fuck?
because this is an impossible
Important
question
things,
for you.
I guess. Actually, somebody, fucking people yelling, bro. I guess something like um, what the fuck am I? Oh, important things. That's wait. I gotta take a time from because it's like no, wait, wait. Oh shit. I guess the person that I've chosen, that's the number one priority for me. Because if yeah, I was talking about this earlier. If I attach to somebody and like it would be actually kind of like hard to let go. Therefore, I have to preserve that attachment. The second one, I'd say my own brain and understanding. If I have if I've left with no sanity, therefore I will cease to exist in a sense, and that is not something that I want. And the third one I'd say is
Looks like Tommy when he was
health,
younger,
maybe.
the White Ranger.
Yeah, I just have no idea about the third, so I'd go with myself.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Dude, he kind of looks like Tommy.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He was like fucking Tommy, dude. A
Yeah.
fucking white Power Ranger.
No
I'm like,
joke.
this guy looks like fucking Tommy, dude. What the fuck? Sounds like Henley and Jordan is hilarious. Yeah,
Huh?
that's crazy.
Talking about.
I don't know if you know anything about Power Rangers. You know anything about Power Rangers?
I guess I do.
Like
Well,
the
I mean, I was watching it when I was a child, like when I was a kid, but right now I just forgot fucking everything. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's like the original like best fucking Power Ranger. It was his name was Tommy. He's
I think
ENTP.
I'll look
Oh
into it.
shit.
Yeah, you better type it in the Discord. I'll just fucking forget about it in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. T, we done here, man.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Um,
It's kind of funny. I typed you in like 30 seconds on Discord once,
Uh-huh.
but it's funny to get it here. We got you as ENTP, man. It's very see that you're like all over the place, right? You're just moving. Even like the thing that you said, um, you're a curious wanderer who drifts through the ocean of information, figuring it out. So that's just like, I don't know, like you could probably tattoo or write a t-shirt, and that would be like the mantra for ENTPs, to be honestly with you there. Like you can't get more ENTP than that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're just drifting through life, letting life happen to them, and then figuring things out, seeing if things work, what doesn't work. Um, they're all about that exploration, right? That any, you talked about breaking down puzzles down into parts to understand them. You said that was like one of your strengths. So that's TIFE. Creating theories of the thoughts in your head. I said that was abstract, but that's more NETI, right? That's
I
more
see.
NETI. You have to have your thoughts filtered through. I said that was TI. Um, uh, like you said, you're talking about craving theories right now. I hit that for abstract. Helping a friend create something like you were talking about, like helping your friend create something as fast as possible and it works, whatever.
Like,
So I hit that for pragmatic and systematic. And you talked about like at one point you're just trying to get your feet on the ground. I hit that for progression, more of starter progression. Yeah. So we got you as ENTP, not INFP, man.
by now I'm just not even fucking surprised of that. But yeah,
Dude, you sound like Henley. Like sound like
I
you and
mean,
him. I think Henley is probably like a little bit more ramped up on any. You seem to be a little bit more
oh
chill
yeah,
with any, but Henley's like
yeah,
over the
because like
top with any.
I mean, like I already said that because like my NE can sometimes go wild if I'm very fucking relaxed or I'm just like in a flow of things or I'm like very stressed and that kind of kicks in. But in a const like in a occasion like an occasional is just being filtered through the fucking TI and or FE, but mostly by the TI. If there is a reason for me to think about it, if no, it's just unnecessary. Yeah.
You got any questions for us, man? Anything?
For you. Actually, yeah, why, which another type would be the most probable? I mean, it's obvious that it is ANTP, but let's fucking
Bro, I don't think there's anything
let's
else,
give
dude.
it to Joseph. What?
I
No.
don't think there's anything else, dude. Like seriously, I don't think there's anything else. I mean, you could probably. I mean, the closest thing to an ENTP, I would say, is the SFJ, maybe one of the SFJs. But
Yeah,
dude, like,
FJ, no fucking way.
yeah, because they have the same functions, but just in different placements.
No, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
well, yeah, it actually makes sense, yeah.
like if you're looking at the ESFJ, they got any child, while the ENTP has any hero. But there's a big difference between one. One is like a stabilizer, and one is like chaos. Chaos
Yeah,
agent. Like
I've heard that.
ENTP is a chaos agent. I don't give a fuck what they say. They are a chaos agent. If they don't have chaos, like just them existing is chaos, man. It's just like holy shit, dude. Um, but
But it also
sometimes it's
wouldn't
very
make
helpful. It's very helpful. Um,
because, like, for me, ESFJ, if you were to type me that, it wouldn't make any sense. I'm here because, let's say, I'm behind the screen, therefore, it is my castle that you won't fucking reach me here. And yeah, it actually makes me say, therefore, I will act more extroverted here. If I were to go on, like, on an unknown place, somewhere that I don't even know, I would be as introverted as fuck. Like, you won't even, like, recognize me in a sense.
so the
It's
thing about ENTPs is they have SI inferior. So when
yeah,
they're not like in a particular spot where they like feel comfortable, they won't just let things go. But generally speaking, like they won't just like be all over the place, right?
yeah.
That's why a lot of times ENTPs think they're actually introverts. But the thing about ENTPs is when they're talking, they're jumping from fucking conversation to conversation. It's more of a so their brain is jumping from idea to idea. Maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that. Um,
Yeah. Imagine. Actually, it's kind of like interesting because if you were to listen to the ENTP with like a advanced TE, it would kind of feel like it actually isn't that thing. I mean, they would actually jump from the idea, but from the local idea, let's say, it's like they're talking on the topic and they would just like in a fucking I will just bring the Dr. House in a fucking as an example. He would just basically from diagnosis to diagnosis and he will just fucking go here and there. I will also bless you. And yeah.
oh
So it's
no.
like
I mean, a good ENTP you can see is like he's in a group, Malcolm. He's very TE focused. He's got like 3, 4 businesses, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, when Malcolm starts talking, he don't shut the fuck up. He just keeps going and going. The boy loves to talk. he needs that
Interesting.
talking man. ENTPs need that talking man. He can just like if he
Yeah,
comes
that's
on, he
true.
just
I mean,
and
actually, if
like
I were not to talk, I
but
kind
he's
of
very
tried
focused
to.
on like TE things, like getting things done and like, being successful. Like I think that's more of the mask that he wears, right? The productivity mask. Because ENTPs can switch
Yeah,
into masks and they a lot of times they're just shifting around masks until they find one that works for them.
because
Um,
it's kind of. Oh, I actually forgot my thought. Fuck that shit, man.
uh,
Bruh.
like you'll
Okay, then.
see, a lot of ENTPs like shift around until they find the perfect mask that fits for them. Uh, but a lot of them, that's why a lot of them are actors because they can
Well,
they
yeah.
can get
I
into any
mean, like.
role.
It feels like I actually don't even have to be a perfect actor when I just have to. I mean, like, just give me the script of a person or let me observe this person, just any information on this person. I will most likely in a couple of like maybe weeks, if it is a complicated character, I will just basically get into that. I just have to understand how this character works and what a character does, so I will do that as well.
Yeah, yeah. That's why a lot of
Like,
times, like people always ask us to type actors, and they're usually ENTPs, because
yeah,
it's just a
because
skill.
FI DOMs actually makes no fucking sense when they're typing them. Most of them, let's say, not everybody, not to generalize.
Well, it's just the NE plus FI trickster just allows ENTPs to play pretty much any role.
Yeah, that's true.
Henley's also an actor, so yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so that's it with questions for me. If I were to sum, I would ask. Yeah.
all right. Well, all right, man. Osray, man, it was a pleasure, man. Anything you want to say before we get out of here, T?
I don't think
Wait, what
so.
did you say?
All right,
Oh, wait,
brother.
okay.
I call him T, Thomas. All right.
Yeah. See you two guys.
All right.
Had
Yes.